by the end of this video, it would be very clear what you should do to stop being skinny fat and start being muscular and attractive. And if not, just leave a comment below about what you would like me to cover next time. Step number 1, I'm going to give you some unconventional advice here, all right? So let's get rid of the fat first, all right? My question to your limiting beliefs right now is why not? Why not? Give me one single reason. I'm not asking for proof or 5 reasons, 5 different reasons. Just give me one single reason why you should bulk right now. But I need to bulk, right? No. The thing is, if you look like this, you are skinny fat, all right? And you are already in a bulk. You already have extra calories. That means you are already in a surplus. To bulk up, you need to be in a surplus. If you have extra fat on your body, that means you are in a surplus. If you're in a surplus, then you are in a bulk. Why the fuck you should bulk? I don't know. So let's get rid of the fat first and prepare your body. Get you a nice starting point, get you nice and lean, and then we can bulk. The thing is, if you look like this, your body, you need to understand this. Your body is not, your body doesn't know what to do with the surplus. So it stores fat, all right? When you prepare your body first, you go into a preparation phase for a couple of weeks or months, depending on how fat you are. And you prepare your body, and then you start working out, you implement the right things, your body will take the surplus, most of the calories from the surplus, and build muscle. If you go in a bulk right now, what's gonna happen? You're gonna get fatter and fatter. You're gonna gain more fat. You're not gonna gain a lot of muscle. So, like I said, we get rid of the fat first, get you nice and a nice starting point, then we bulk. So then the body knows, okay, then I need to get these calories to build the muscle. Then the extra calories, like I said, from the bulk are going to be used to build muscle. I hope it makes sense. Your advantage right now, if you look like this and you're a complete beginner, your advantage right now is that you can build muscle and lose fat in the same time. It's not that it isn't possible in the future, let's say when you're more advanced, to build muscle and lose fat in the same process, in the same time, But when you're a beginner, you are so far away from your genetic limit, all right? This is what I wrote here. Because you are so far away from your genetic limit, you will put on muscle so fast. And I want you to imagine the genetic limit by a rubber band. I don't have a rubber band here, but just imagine I have a rubber band like this, all right? So when you stretch, first to stretch this is very easy. It's very easy, all right? And when you go further and further away, you stretch it more and more and more. From this point, you get closer to your genetic limit. Imagine your genetic limit is here, and you start from here. It's very, very easy until a point. And then it's hard and harder and harder and harder to pull that rubber band. That's exactly the process of building muscle when you are far away from your genetic limit. When you're just starting out, you're gonna put muscle so fast. This is why this process is very, very easy, all right? And building muscle and losing fat are two different systems, all right? I'm gonna give you an analogy here so you can understand, because I want to make sure that you have the right knowledge when you do this, all right? So imagine you have a yard, okay? And you have a small house, old small house, let's say, and you want to build another house near that. But you want to get rid of this house and then build another one near that old house. Let's say you hire 2 teams of builders. One team is going to how do you say it? One team is gonna break down the old house, and the other team, they're gonna build the new house in the same time. That's possible, all right? So I hope this makes sense. And I know a lot of you are just going to disagree with me, but the fact that you question my advice here while I'm jacked and you look like this, that tells me a lot about you. All right. So when I look like this and I give you this advice, and you look like this, and the fact that you're just questioning my advice, that tells me a lot about yourself, and that tells me that you're not gonna improve because you're not willing to listen. You're not willing to get help. You just question everything. You're questioning everything. All right. So I hope this makes sense because I'm really trying to make it as easy as possible. Let's go over some practical steps that you can take today and get closer to your desired situation. Number one, you calculate your maintenance. You take your body weight in pounds, and you multiply it by 15. This is not the ultimate formula and everything, but this is a rough starting point. All right, and it doesn't need to be perfect from start. You do this, you multiply it by 15, and you find your maintenance, and that's a good starting point. All right. Number two, from that you subtract 500 calories. What does that mean? You're gonna go into a deficit. All right. Number three, you eat that number of calories every single day by tracking everything you eat and drink. I don't care if it's a can of soda, you track that down. All right. I don't care if it's 1 tablespoon of oil, which by the way, it's about 100 calories. You track that. Number four, use the scale and you weigh yourself every single morning after using the bathroom. You don't drink or eat anything, and track that number and adjust it from week to week. One tip here, lose no more than half a pound per week. All right. So this is the aim, to lose no more than half a pound per week. If you lose 1 pound of fat per week, which is doing a 500 calorie deficit, it's okay. It can be too fast, but it's still okay. It's still good. So if you lose from week to week half a pound of fat to 1 pound of fat per week, very good. Nice. Because you don't have a lot of fat, it will take just a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months if you're like really fat, or if you go on a if you lose fat slowly, maybe a couple of months, but in general a couple of weeks to get rid of the fat. And we get you to the preparation phase. This is the preparation phase. You get there, boom, you have a nice starting point. Step two. By the way, step two, we're gonna do step two and step one in the same time. All right. You're not gonna do step one for a couple of months and then start step two. We can do this in the same time, like I said. So step two is, let's build those muscles. Let's grow those muscles bigger. All right. The way we're going to go from this to this, you see the difference in the arms. The way we're gonna go from this arm to this arm is through resistance training. There are a lot of ways to achieve resistance training. Going to the gym, very, very easy. If not, find some way, buy a couple of dumbbells, do calisthenics, whatever. All right. To put simply, first we stimulate the muscle to grow, which is the training part, and then we recover and grow bigger, which is the sleep, nutrition, recovery phase. All right. In this phase, the muscles grow bigger. Okay, I'm gonna go over some practical tips right now that you can do. First, you need to find your training age. Number two, you choose an appropriate split. Number three, you train based on your training age. Number four, you optimize your nutrition for building muscle. And number five, you get good at networking in the gym. If you just get all of these 5 steps right, you will build muscle as fast as possible, as fast as humanly possible. All right. And I would set the expectations for you that you will build your body anywhere from 12 to 36 months. If your genetics are really, really good, go closer to 12 months. If, let's say, you're a hard gainer, near to 36 months, all right, or more. Now, this is everything you need. If you just do all of these 5 steps, you're golden, all right? Now, I have a full program where I break down every single step. Go click the link in the description right now. Get it right now. Plus 41 workout routines on top of that, on top of the training knowledge and everything, and more bonuses. Just go and click the link right now, be the judge, see what I have to offer, and you decide if it's good for you or not. Now, I'll still break it down, every single all of these steps, but not into detail, because I need about 5-10 hours to explain to you every single step in detail, what you have to do with autistic details. All right. The training age: 0 to 3 months of consistent training, 3 to 6 months of consistent training, 6 to 12 to 24. I assume you are a complete beginner, so let's say 0 to 3 months of training. Just as an example, I assume most of you watching this video, you are beginners. Maybe you watching right now, you're a complete beginner. So this example, you can just use this example and build muscle. All right. The split that you're going to use for your first 3 months of training is going to be whole body, 3 times a week, and you're going to have 3 different routines. Now, let me explain this. Let's say you train Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. What do I mean by, so that's whole body 3 days a week, that's 3 times per week. Now let's cover the 3 different routines. What I mean by that is you're gonna have 3 different workout routines in which you still train the whole body, entire body, but slightly different. All right. So how we're gonna make this difference? We're just gonna prioritize other muscles in every single session just by starting with those muscles. So let's say on Monday we're gonna start with chest and then back and then the other muscles. On Wednesday you're gonna start with shoulders and arms and then the other muscles. And on Friday you're gonna start with the legs and then the other muscles. This is exactly how we're gonna do this, and slightly different exercises that still work the same muscle, but maybe different angles, different positions, let's say. How to train for your first 3 months. Don't focus on weight for now. I cannot stress this enough. I cannot stress this enough. Don't focus on the weight. Learn to do the exercises, and I'm gonna come back to don't focus on the weight. All right. So you don't have any experience in training. All right. Just by going to the gym and do some exercises with the lighter the smallest weight in the gym, that's going to be progressive overload for you at that point. For your first 3 months, just by learning to do the exercises, that's going to be progressive overload for you, because I'm sure you know the progressive overload principle, where you need to make the sessions harder and harder and harder to keep making progress. But for you, you've never been to the gym before. You've never trained before. Just by going to the gym and start doing the exercises, even without weights, that's going to be harder for you. That's going to be progressive overload for you. And you can leave the weights for later. Then use hypertrophy techniques to start building muscle from day one. All right. So it's not that we just learn the exercises, but we're gonna start gaining muscle from day one. We're gonna start stimulating the muscles to grow from day one. What are these hypertrophy techniques? Keep the muscle under tension, all right, through the entire movement. You just don't drop the weights in the middle of the set. Control the eccentric. Put simply, let's take a bicep curl like this, okay? From this position, when I go like this is the concentric. When I go from this position to this position, where the biceps are lengthened, this is the eccentric. What I mean by eccentric, controlling the eccentric, you just go slower on the eccentric, and that's for all the muscles, for the back, for chest, for every single muscle, for legs, abs, everything. All right. And more techniques that I just don't have the time right now to explain to you, because I have a lot more videos to record. So subscribe and make sure you watch all of those. Now, the nutrition optimization for building muscle. Number 1, you calculate your daily protein intake. The protein is basically the building blocks of the muscle. Imagine you're trying to build a wall. You need bricks to build that wall. The bricks is the protein. The wall is the muscle. All right. So you take your body weight in pounds and then you multiply it either by 0.8 or you multiply it by 1. The result is your daily protein intake. Each of these is very good, is golden. 0.8 minimum, 1 gram per pound of body weight at max. Number 2, you calculate the right surplus. You take your body weight in pounds and then you multiply it by 16. That's the easiest way. And then you start eating that amount and you track the weight and adjust it over time. All right. That's one way that you can calculate the surplus, or you can multiply it by 15, and then you add 300, maybe 400 calories surplus. I would say maximum 250, but let's say you want to go do a massive bulk or whatever, 300, 400, 500 at max. By the way, if you eat 500 calories surplus, you're going to gain 1 pound of fat per week. All right. So just so you know that. Now, step 3 is all about mindset. The common problem that I see in all the beginners, you know what you need to do. You know, I just told you what you need to do, exactly what you need to do, but you just don't do it. All right. You're just not going to do it. I'm telling you right now, I give you a challenge. Just go today or tomorrow, sign up to a gym. You're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. All right. There are a couple of things we can do to fix this. All right. Number 1, make the workouts enjoyable. Do the exercises that you enjoy. This is very important. Network in the gym. Make some friends in there, and you're going to be excited to go there. I do this in every single gym. I've been to a lot of gyms, and every single time I go to a gym, I make new friends there, and I'm excited to go there. All right. And I'm going to teach you how to do that using the program below. Click the first link in the description. The bonus is like how to make friends in the gym, how to network. Very nice program. You just say what what I teach you to say. Boom, you make friends. And then reward after training. I use this all the time. So how to do this? You take your favorite meal. For me, it's pasta. For you, it can be whatever. You take your first meal, your favorite meal, and then you eat that every single day after the workout. So after the workout, I'm going to eat some pasta, all right? Because it's my favorite meal. As for the mindset, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. It's not going there as fast as possible. It's just going there, all right? Another analogy that I want you to think about, let's say you want to go from your town, from hometown right now, to another city that it's, let's say, 100 kilometers distance between that. And let's say you go by foot. You don't have train, you don't have bicycle, you don't have car, you don't have anything. You go by foot. It's fucking a lot. It's gonna take a day, let's say. A day or 2 days. All right? You're gonna get, when you start, it seems very far away. When you get to the middle, you take small steps with your legs. And when you get to the middle of the road, you're gonna say, okay, it's okay. Another, let's say 50 kilometers. And then you keep doing small steps. Eventually, you're going to get there. It's going to take a day, 2, 3, but you're going to get there. That's exactly how it works with building muscle. Now, leave a comment if you want me to cover something else in the next videos. Click the first link in the description right now. Be the judge. See what I have to offer.